Hi, Mark D'Amato.
And I'm back, guys. Hi.
You're the man behind the mask.
The man behind the mask.
And he's after your soul.
I'm Ziggy Stardust.
So we're gonna bring up the wheel.
Yes.
Bam. Give it a spin. See what we get.
Oh yeah. Just watch as it goes.
Time Bandits.
Oh man.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
This is gonna be fun. This will be a good time. This should prove lovely.
I'm bringing up the description for Time Bandits right now, because that's something we do.
Yeah, I know. What is Time Bandits?
Written by Terry Gilliam, the Monty Python guy.
Really?
A young boy accidentally joins a band of dwarves as they jump from era to era looking for treasure to steal.
So basically, it's like that one episode of Wayward Pines. No, not Wayward Pines. Is it the what's the show? Fuck me.
About what?
That one Disney show there.
Oh, Gravity Falls.
Gravity Falls. There we go. It's like that one episode of Gravity Falls with all the little people.
No, that was the gate.
Yeah, I guess so.
That wasn't time travel. It's more like Underpants Gnomes from South Park.
Underpants Gnomes?
So, anyway.
I haven't watched all that much South Park. I've watched a lot of episodes of South Park, but I haven't even scraped the surface. So, Underwear Gnomes?
Yes, long story. So anyway, I know that I've seen this movie. It's legitimately good. Let's watch this shit.
Yay!
Remember my voice? I do trailers. All kinds of trailers.
73, take 2.
One day they'll put me in a film, a proper full-length job. Until then, I'm just stuck with this sort of stuff. Go and see this. Don't miss that. The most terrifying thing you ever saw is coming to babysit for you tonight.
All right, cut it there. Look, just read what's on the script, will you?
What?
The script. Other way up.
Ah. Ready?
Yes, yes.
You flock to see brief encounters for the special...
Close.
Huh? Close Encounters.
Close Encounters, the film.
Oh, I never saw it.
Well, forget that film. We're on about our film. Time Bandits.
The what?
Time Bandits, the one you are supposed to be promoting. Remember?
You flock to see Close Encounters for the special effects. You went to Superman to see a man fly. You went to Star Wars for the droids. You went...
Now what?
What's page 2, man?
It's under page 1. See? Oh, dear.
Went to Star Wars for the droids. Time Bandits can offer you much, much more. It's not the special effects, or flying men, or droids, which makes Time Bandits a unique cinematic...
Cinematic! You know, pertaining to the cinema.
Cinematic experience, it's the makeup. Yes, folks, you've never seen anything like it. Men made up to look like monsters. Monsters made up to look like men. Look-alike men made up to look different. Different men made up to look alike. No expense has been spared on the pan stick. No expense has been spared flying in the world's greatest makeup man.
Just a minute. What about the plot?
The what?
The plot. What the film is about.
Well, I haven't seen it, have I?
Haven't seen it? You're sitting there telling millions of people to go and see a film you haven't even seen?
Well, I can't see every film I do now, can I?
Oh, wonderful. Terrific. Look, give me that.
What are you doing?
Taking over. You're out. O-U-T. Finished. Kaput. Finito.
And what about the trailer?
I'll do it. Time Bandits is an awfully good film. We have worked ever so hard on it. It's a tremendous adventure story. We like it, and we're pretty sure you will. What's wrong with it? It's direct, punchy, honest.
Honest? Honest? Modest. What's that got to do with it?
Before we start, I'd just like you to know that the climax of this movie is the devil getting blown up by God.
And it involves God bringing a midget back to life. And him letting a small child's parents die because they touched something. Pure evil, as it were. And he let them stay dead this time. God's kind of an asshole.
So,
And you know he's watching because he rolls up the script at the end.
the map.
The map?
The map.
The map.
This movie's
premise revolves around a bunch of midgets with a map made by God to go to time loopholes.
Or I think they say portals.
Portals, loopholes,
Now,
whatever they are.
You're
they're a
thinking
fuck
with
up made
portals.
by God.
now you're thinking with portals.
Of course you're thinking of portals.
Anyway, we start out. There's this kid in in a British suburb
Mm-hmm.
with his family.
Mhm.
His parents are kind of. He's like reading about Agamemnon and Greek warfare, and they're just watching game shows.
26 different ways to kill.
They're like, yeah, shut up, kid. We're
Their
watching
enemies
TV.
unarmed.
So he's like, fine, I'll go to bed. He goes to bed. He's reading.
Yep.
And like, turn that light off. So he's like, fine. He goes to sleep, and then a night
Don't
crash.
make any noises.
And the night crash.
As he's screaming, his dad says,
And
don't make any noises. And the kid says, what? And his dad goes, I said don't make any noises.
And then
As he fucking
then a medieval knight crashes through his wall.
Yes.
That happens.
Yeah.
And then disappears. And he screams
Hey, Sean Connery rolls up on his horse and he's just like,
That wasn't Sean Connery.
it should have been though. Because he's
I
in
was
this
the
movie.
guardian of Leonis.
Yes. Because Sean Connery's in this movie. Okay?
Yeah.
Sean Connery's in this movie. Oh my god, this movie has such a great cast. John Cleese is in this movie.
Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall.
Ian Holmes.
Ian Holmes.
David Warner.
Ian Holmes, yes.
Holmes.
Ian Holmes, if you guys don't know who Ian Holmes is
Bilbo
Baggins.
Baggins, bravest little hobbit of them all. Not in the crappy Hobbit prequel movies, but
Yeah.
he's in the original Lord of the Rings movies.
Mhm.
Okay, not the original ones, though. That was made in the 70s by Ralph Bakshi, who was in the Peter Jackson film.
Yeah. And playing the devil in this movie? Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, look what I can do.
What are you doing? Oh my god, he's flipping around something, guys. What's he doing? He's scaring me.
It was just a pair of nail covers.
Oh.
Word of warning. We are doing this.
No.
No?
Okay.
It's very late at night when we're doing this.
Yeah. It's fucking, oh my god, I'm like, I need to get up for work in the morning. It's 9:30, I'm probably gonna stay here. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
So his dad's like, oh, don't make any noise. Kind of yells at him, slams the door.
Yep.
Then they
And
go
then
to bed.
He goes to sleep. His closet opens in the middle of the night.
And in come
About how many midgets? 6?
6 midgets.
6 midgets. They just stroll in here. They've got fucking goggles on. They've got glasses. They've got
One has a Viking helmet.
One's got a Viking.
One has a
helmet.
pirate hat. One has
Another
a
one
Civil
has
War
a
hat.
fucking machine gun.
Yeah, they start firing guns. The kid's just like, I would have shit my pants at his age if 6 midgets burst into my room with machine guns.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Yo,
gah!
One of them's got a fucking, what's it called? Fucking. Oh, Jesus.
What?
One of them, like, worships the flying fucking spaghetti
Right,
monster. He's got a sieve on his fucking head.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you worship? The flying spaghetti monster? Why? Because after the shit I've just seen, you change your religion too, man.
I don't think they can change their religion. They work for God. I think they're kind of like contractually obligated to be Christians.
But they stole the map.
Yes.
God chases them down and says, you stole the map.
But they
The head
right,
of
so
God,
they,
by
they
the way.
find out that Kevin is not in fact God.
Yep.
And then they try to kill him.
Yep.
Then they find out as a kid's like, oh, we can't kill a kid. Where's the door? Oh, it's over here. So they push his wall out. Then they're walking through a corridor, and then a massive fucking head, black and white head surrounded by smoke, starts chasing them, saying, "Return the map.
It's
Return.
stolen. You
It's
stole the
dangerous."
map from me. It's dangerous. Give me the map.
And then
This giant floating head, like he's fucking
Zordon.
Rangers.
Not Zordon.
Zordon.
Too much pink energy is dangerous.
Yeah. David
Then
Warner
they
plays
fall-
the devil in this, and
yeah.
he plays him fucking amazing. He comes in.
We don't meet him yet.
afterwards.
Then they
Yeah.
land on a
He
barn.
reminds me of another Power Rangers character.
Lord Zed or Rita Repulsa.
We'll get to that. So, God chases them into a wormhole.
He chases them into one of the time portals,
Yeah.
and they end up in the Napoleonic invasion of Castellion.
Gazaleon.
They fall in a barn, geese are running around. Then Kevin learns that, hey, this map can let you travel to any place and any time. And it's basically the TARDIS, but made of paper.
And he just constantly, the whole movie, he's jumping around via these means, basically. That's the whole movie, essentially, but it's a really good adventure. It's fun. It has engaging characters. It's good.
They find out that they're at Castellion during Napoleon's invasion,
Yeah.
and they fucking infiltrate his castle.
Mm-hmm.
And Napoleon's there. He's played by Ian Holm, by the way.
Bilbo Baggins is Napoleon.
And he's watching a Punch and Judy show,
Mm-hmm.
and then someone shoots he's like in the puppeteer gets shot.
Yep.
I think in the hand because one of the puppets starts bleeding.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa! One of the puppets starts bleeding.
Yeah, it's like, holy shit, seriously? You didn't know somebody just got shot when a puppet starts bleeding?
Wow. Okay. So
It's like, the puppet can't bleed itself, guy. There's something behind that.
He's cycling through the mother action. Napoleon doesn't like any of them.
Yep.
It's like, I want more little things hitting each other. That's what I like. Little things hitting each other.
To that I say, Napoleon, yo, wait a minute. You're gonna see something, guy. just give it a couple of minutes. You're gonna see some fucked up shit.
Imagine if he could find the internet, the shit he'd find.
He'd be on Google just midgets.
Midgets hitting each other.
YouTube?
No, we'd link into Pornhub.
Go.
Not important though. The midget's like, hey, we got a plan. We got a show. Let us on. Fine. Play the sheet music. So they start dancing and singing, my shadow, and they're singing it badly. And then they're
wait a second. You know this song?
Yeah, it's a real song.
Oh my god, I don't know this song. You just started singing a song. I'm like, oh Jesus, there's a midget singing a song.
And then they're dancing, but they're not on the same beat, so they start hitting each other and beating the crap. And
several midgets go flying.
Yes, it's flying everywhere. And the guy who's running the show is like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. So he tries to hang himself.
Oh yeah, before this, I'd like to add, Napoleon looked unpleased as fuck when he had no little things hitting each other.
He lost he was about to lose his chill.
He almost lost his fucking cool, this guy. And then, as soon as these midgets show up singing and dancing, it's like,
first he's
it's like his life has
when they first start,
again.
he was as confused as we were.
Yeah, but, you know what, slowly but surely, he's like, you know what, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my goddamn life.
Just like this movie, man.
Oh,
he makes them all his generals,
mm-hmm.
and it's going on, he's getting drunk about, yeah, man, and all the midgets are wearing Napoleon hats,
mm-hmm.
fluffies on them.
And he's just complaining about fucking being small.
But he's not saying, he's like, all the greatest conquerors in history. Alexander the Great! 4'9".
4'9".
Bill of the Hun? 5'1".
5'1".
Yeah, they're red. So, and then he falls unconscious, so the midgets steal everything.
Wait, I'd like to add, actually, oh my god, Napoleon, he's apparently only 5 foot...
1.5.
Yeah, 49 3/4.
No, that was Alexander the Great.
No, this is Napoleon.
No, Napoleon was 5 foot 1.5.
Is that what he passes out?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought he would start talking about his own height. Anyways, he's fucking small, though. He's fucking crazy small. But Napoleon wasn't actually really that small.
But it's in a movie about time-traveling dwarves!
I know, it's a good enough movie that it doesn't matter.
In a movie about this, are you expecting reality? Adherences to historical accuracy?
No.
Good.
This movie has 6 midgets dancing on a stage in front of Napoleon.
And so
after which a Welshman knocks out 3 men in a row.
We have to explain how we get to that situation.
This was a really funny movie.
So, they steal all the stuff, including Napoleon's golden hand, which is what he always had tucked in his jacket.
Right.
And then they escape and go through another time portal into the time of Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And they chase down a carriage.
Well, it's the Middle Ages and stuff.
Right,
At first, you don't know it's Robin Hood.
Right. Middle Ages. They find a carriage. They rob it, and it had Shelley Duvall.
Yeah, Shelley Duvall dressed as a princess, and
a guy called Michael Palin.
Yeah, Michael Palin, who is he's pretty funny in this.
And is the problem's taken care of. Then after that, the problem, I must have fruit.
My god, just out of nowhere at random, he just screams that he must have fruit while he's tied to a fucking tree.
Besides Shelley Duvall.
Shelley Duvall. Like, really? Your concerns right now are fucking getting fruit?
We don't know how dire his problem might be, man.
Yeah, he's tied to a fucking tree with Shelley Duvall. And gets stripped down naked.
So the dwarves steal all
this fucking amazing.
The dwarves steal all the stuff and are walking through the forest with
because they just steal everything.
Yeah, that's their thing. They're going through history and stealing as much shit as they can.
These midgets are klepto fucking maniacs. They just solely exist. It's like, I imagine these midgets just being normal midgets till one day they come across one of these portals, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool," you know. And then they go inside, they see a complete other time, and then they jump to a different time afterwards. And they're like, you know what? This is a cool lifestyle. Let's just do this forever.
Though we find out their actual backstory during this, though.
Yeah, I know.
That they worked for God.
Yeah, apparently they work for God.
And they did like small things like bushes, grass, trees.
Yeah, because God has a map.
And then they explained why they were sent to repairs to help fix the fabric of creation.
Yeah, because...
And they were fired because... And made the pink zinc bell. What's the pink zinc bell? Ah, tree, 600 feet high, bright red and smelled terrible. And so they were fired for that.
Oh my god.
So they're sent to be the...
I would just like to add, God hired 6 midgets to repair holes in space.
No, to fix holes in space.
Yeah, repair holes in space.
And so he had the map of the holes, so they stole it, decided to become thieves.
Which is, oh my god, the greatest.
And then they all walk into noose snares, and are hanging from a tree.
A lot of crazy.
And then some like forest bandits come up and like, so you're criminals? Yeah, we're criminals. And then they basically have a grr fight, I call it.
Yeah, they're like fucking staring each other down, like going.
Got to applaud a midget who can stare down a big ass juggernaut looking motherfucker while hanging upside down from a tree.
That guy had he had a pair on him.
Yeah, he had like several pairs,
multiple pairs,
taken from his victims.
So yeah, he has a mean mug off with this guy.
And so they take him to their boss, Robin Hood.
Yes.
Then we meet Robin Hood. He's pretty nice.
Yeah.
He's John Cleese.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously playing him fucking well because John Cleese is
so he feels robbers. Yes, well, that's very nice. So yeah, you want to see it? Are you very good robbers? Yeah. Look at this. He opens a big thing of loot. You did still all this by yourselves.
Yeah.
One died.
Yeah, because we're
Fuck
really
you.
good thieves. They're actually amazing fucking thieves. They managed to get the fucking Mona Lisa out. They fucking...
Which won't be worth anything in the Middle Ages, by the way.
Yeah, but
If you
still,
think about-
no, actually, you know what? Amazing, beautiful painting like that, they could sell it fucking like this.
But it's a painting of a style that didn't exist yet with materials that didn't exist yet that be burned as witches.
No, they'd see this magnificent painting and they'd be like, I will give you 1,000,000 gold pieces.
In the Middle Ages.
Yes.
Really. In witch burning times.
Yo, they have some nice stuff. Robin Hood's like, you know what, you guys are
So,
really good
thank
thieves.
you.
We steal from people too.
And he also said, thank you. No, it's not like how he did. He was thank you. Like, what? Well, it's for the poor. We take... The poor will love it. Wait, what are you talking about? Well, you see, we steal from the rich and we give to the poor. And this will really help. Make some of the poor...
He's like, these are my things.
This is mine. Yes, yes, I'm glad you're donating.
These are our things, but we took them.
So he starts giving it to the poor people, and then a Welshman punches the woman in the face. And then he punches another one. Is that absolutely necessary? And you're going to translate for me.
He says it's lovely. They enjoy it.
Phenomena. Not important. So they manage to run away while stealing as much of the stuff back as they can. Robin Hood says,
yes.
Bye! Yeah, but awful people.
Meanwhile, Shelley Duvall and they're still tied to the tree naked.
And then
we meet
the devil.
The devil. Oh my god, fuck. He reminded me. Oh my god, he reminded me so much of just like an Ivan Ooze looking motherfucker. Or like he reminded me of like he's got demon parts all over him. He's got a fucking one of his henchmen has a skull on his fucking the back of his head.
No, he has a skull on the back of his head.
He does? Oh yeah,
skull with
and
the skeleton
it screams. Yeah, and it screams and it's got something fucking crawling out of its mouth.
Yeah, it's like a tassel on his helmet, but it's like the thing's tongue.
It's fucking crazy, is what it is.
He has some like minions with him. He's looking in he's scrying.
Yeah.
So I should be the supreme being. Someone's like, well, the supreme being created you, so it can't be all silence, and he makes him blow up. Don't have us talk like
at this point.
Like
you don't even know he's the devil.
I created myself. Evil existed long before good.
Yeah, but like,
and then someone asked a question.
Didn't say that right away.
Like, then why, if you're so powerful, then why do you remain here, trapped in the fortress of ultimate darkness? So it makes him blow up.
Yeah.
So that's a very good question, really. You see, I'm luring the supreme being into a sense of security.
This is why I'm here.
And then he opens another gate.
Yeah.
Because then there are two gates for the midgets and Kevin. The midgets go through one, Kevin goes for another, and then we're in ancient Greece.
Oh yeah.
And Agamemnon is fighting the Minotaur for some reason.
Minotaur.
Minotaur.
Oh,
Minotaur.
it's a Minotaur, whatever you want to pronounce.
Minotaur is the Roman pronunciation. Minotaur is the real pronunciation.
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, the devil in this screams words like slugs and lasers.
Oh, because he was talking about if making reality in his image. What has the supreme being done? 49 different species of parrot. Nipples for men. And one of the henchmen is like, slugs? Slugs!
Slugs.
Slugs!
I
would have started with lasers! Day one!
8 o'clock.
You'd have to invent time first if you want to invent lasers at 8 o'clock.
Lasers.
Future laser now.
Lasers.
Am I dying of lasers?
Am I dying of lasers? Oh yeah, by the way, this kid's name is Kevin.
Kevin!
I don't know if we got to that.
We said. So we're in ancient Rome, and then...
But, like, the entire beginning of this movie, it doesn't even matter because there are midgets on screen and they're dancing.
Then the Minotaur breaks Agamemnon's sword.
Yes.
And then Agamemnon kung-fu's him with a spear.
Yeah, and the Minotaur ends up breaking fucking Agamemnon's shield with his fucking
bends
club.
it around that man's forearm.
He just beats it so fucking hard that his shield dents in. I'm surprised. And then he whacks him in the head. It just fucking smacks him in the helmet straight on.
And has him on the ground after he breaks his spear. And then Kevin lands on the Minotaur's head and kind of dazes the Minotaur for a bit. Then Agamemnon knife throws the tip of his spear right into his dick and kills him. And they find out that Agamemnon is Sean Connery!
Yep.
And so Kevin goes to Mycenae.
Yep. He ends up going
Mycenae.
Mycenae?
What's the name of the...
Mycenae.
I just love the... But, by the way, Gio's review book... Right at the top, it just says slugs! Lasers!
Because I was changing pages and I heard slugs and lasers.
I'd also like to read you something he wrote. Or
oh my god, really?
How
You're gonna start picking on my fast writing?
No, I'm gonna start picking on how I don't understand anything. The midget Sigmund is a slug and dies the Imperial Nardagarg.
Oh my god.
Keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. It'll be on the test.
I'll read that out later when we get to that point, and you'll understand. It's written really fast here. And I wrote it down really fast, because a lot of stuff was
so he goes and he's staying... So can I come live with... Can you adopt me, Agamemnon? As, yes, I'll be your father from now on.
Agamemnon gives him...
His helmet. And all his water.
All of his water. He's like, you know what, kid? Have everything. I don't need it right now. I'm just going to go back into town.
And
Do you want to come with me?
He's accepted Kevin as his heir. Yeah. And then they have a big feast. They cut open a cow, which is full of fruit. And they cut open the fruit, and it's full of birds!
They went through all the trouble to get a bunch of birds, stuff them in the fruit, and then put the fruit
it's like catering
inside the pig.
It's catering prepared by John
And make sure it doesn't get cut in half.
It's John Woo's
by the man with the sword.
It's John Woo's catering company.
The pig in half.
Oh, and then we get 3 dancers that people in costumes with horses who dance around to Greek music. Yeah. And then it turns out, it's 6 midgets, and then it turns out it's the midgets.
Yep.
And they with the pretense of doing a magic trick, steal all of Agamemnon's stuff.
Well, we don't get to that. They're just kind of dancing around at first. Yeah. It's 3 things dancing around at first. Yeah. And then it splits off into 6. And then it's like, hey, cool, everybody's enjoying the show. Everybody thinks this is according to plan and stuff. These guys, by the way, went through all the trouble to fucking get these suits, go do the dance, pull them off, and it's the midgets. And it's like, okay. And then they proceed to start taking donations as they dance. Mm. They grab the king's crown.
They're like, hey, can you maybe take this? The king's like, yeah, sure, take it. And then they kidnap Kevin.
Small things. Yeah.
And they kidnap Kevin, go through a time portal, and end up on the Titanic.
Yeah, but they do it really stylishly.
With a curtain, and then they all think it's a trick, and I'm just... And
not only why do you let me stay? I was with a hoop around it, around all of them. This went up, they end up doing it up, and then they all teleported away through this time portal. And
Kevin's
I'm like,
pissed.
The king's enjoying this. King's enjoying the whole thing. He's like, oh, they're probably going to come back eventually.
He does teach Kevin how to do a cup trick.
Yeah, cup tricks and everything. So he thinks that this is all Kevin's doing. So yeah, they just disappear. I just imagine the king just going, yeah, they'll be back any minute now, and then they just never show up because they never show back. Mm. They never come back. He's just sitting there,
and
so yeah, then it lands
on the Titanic. We meet Shelley Duvall again and Michael Palin again.
Yeah, because
and it's about him having a thing on the end of his nose.
How many couples are they in this movie? There's
2.
3?
2.
No, 3.
2.
2? Okay, 2.
Medieval?
Yeah.
Titanic.
Okay. Did, who was playing the giant? The monster?
That was, Michael Vaughan.
Michael
Peter Vaughan.
Peter Vaughan? Okay. Alright. But,
So they
so back onto the Titanic. Titanic, and...
It turns out he's bald, so she doesn't want to marry him, but that's really not important. The midgets land, and they basically chill on the Titanic, eating caviar and quail's eyeballs and drinking champagne. Kevin's mopey, like...
Yeah, it's like...
Why just stay with Agamemnon?
Yeah, like...
He was cool.
He's my new life now. I want that to be my life now.
And so they make ice jokes.
Oh my god, yes. It's like the midget sipping champagne as he's talking to Kevin, and the waiter walks up, and he's like, he like passes by. The midget goes, more champagne!
With lots of ice.
Yeah, and he goes, with lots of ice.
And then
and I just
they hit the iceberg. Then we cut to the midgets and Kevin in the middle of the Atlantic on a board. And then the devil turns one of his minions into a dog.
Sucks them? He makes a whirlpool.
He makes a whirlpool, sucking them down into another dimension.
Yep.
And he turns one of his minions into a dog.
Yeah, just for no reason.
Just why the fuck not?
Because he's bored of watching the same shit. What
else are you going to do to your midgets?
That's what he does in hell. He kills his minions. He just blows up things at random.
Reads about computers.
He reads about computers, and once he learns about computers, he will eventually be able to take over the world.
Yes, that's his plan.
Once he understands computers.
He invented Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
The devil invented Twitter. I knew it.
Yep. So they get sucked down into this whirlpool. They wake up in a net.
They wake up. No, they're on this. We see an ogre.
Yeah, but they end up waking up in a net.
Also, their clothes are changed. Their tuxedos all become white.
Yeah.
By going through the other dimension.
Mm-hmm. Which
then
is
we
really weird.
Then we see a boat.
Yeah.
And on the boat there's an ogre and his wife, who's not an ogre.
Yeah, they just live on a boat in the middle of the water.
And ogre's complaining about his back. Then he goes to haul in the net's full of fish, and he catches the midgets.
By the way, the monster couple in this, like these two,
are
adorable.
Cute. They're so cute.
They're just like palling.
We're not telling you much. We're not telling you any of their banter. Just definitely watch this movie yourself.
They're adorable. But yeah. So
then he tries to scare them. Like, Kevin's like, is your back hurting you? Yeah. Oh, I haven't slept properly in months. It's like, well, you need stretching. So they stretch it, like they stretch him out.
Yeah.
Well, his wife's getting the skewers and knives ready to kill him.
Oh yeah, because they're gonna have dinner, which is these things that he just caught.
Yeah.
In his net.
And so they throw him off the ship.
Oh yeah. By the way, being scary in this universe is apparently sexy.
It is to her.
It is. Monsters are getting turned on by being scared.
So they throw both the ogre and his wife off the boat.
Yep.
And then it turns out the boat is a hat being worn by a giant who looks like Apocalypse from the X-Men comics.
Yeah. It came out of nowhere. I was like, okay, oh my god, is that a head coming out of the water? Underneath the ship? I was like, the fuck?
And he's walking along, he destroys a house with his foot. Then they try bonking him on the head of the house.
Yeah, they see that walking slowly towards a house in the distance.
So they pull up the boards.
They can apparently hear people talking in it.
No, that's just them. They don't care about that. They just know they're flying. Yeah, we can't hear what they're saying, but it can't be good.
They're an object, and he's going to step on them, and then he's going to step on me. Oh my god!
And so they try and bonk. They open the boards at the bottom of the ship and find his head. They try hitting him with a hammer. He doesn't feel it. Mm-hmm. So what they do
is they go to the kitchen and they apparently try to put this thing to sleep with drugs.
Just drugs. Sleep. They inject sleeping potion into his brain.
They're looking around for drugs. They find one just labeled sleeping potion.
I love how their first plan is let's drugs. It says a lot, doesn't it?
And they're going to use it on this guy whose head is bigger than the fucking ship they're on.
So they inject his brain with drugs. He falls asleep and takes off his hat. So
don't you ever have those days where you need to just sit down and take your boat hat off?
They're wandering along the desert, decide that Randall, he's the leader with the aviator helmet, shouldn't be leader anymore, and then they run into an invisible wall.
Oh yeah, it's a glass wall. And they're just like putting their hands up against it. They think it's just like an invisible force field or something.
Yeah. So and one of them says the best line ever. Oh, that's what an invisible force field looks like.
It's like, oh.
And then they break through it and end up in the Fortress of Darkness.
Yeah.
But then the devil's like, hey, but he's in disguise like, hey, you can have these appliances.
Oh yeah, so one of the guys was screaming, your brain's gone.
Your brain is gone!
Your brain is gone, Randall.
And then the devil captures them, sends cow demons after them.
Yeah.
Steals the map.
And he tricks the kid into thinking that he's some sort of game show host or something.
No, the kid's never fooled.
Well, then how did he get his hands on the map?
Magic.
That's bullshit.
He looks away for a second, so he takes it.
He's
the devil!
That's bullshit.
He's the devil.
So the devil ends up grabbing them all, locking them away in cages.
A cage.
Yeah. And as they're being locked in cages and stuff, like, they're just, like, hanging from the fucking, like, the ceilings or, like, the infinite ceilings of this fucking wherever they're being held in hell. They come across rope.
Mm.
And they use rope to basically fucking Mission Impossible their midget friend down.
Their midget friend. They're all midgets.
Yeah, I know.
But
one of their midget friends...
earlier scene in the film, David looking at one of the minions is looking at the things. The map! I have the map! The little one has it! The little one! Basically, who?
And we now return to Midget Impossible.
Yes.
So, the midget's being lowered down. And he ends up swinging so hard onto another cage across from them. And then slowly but surely they work their way.
They end zipline across.
Yeah, they pull off this crazy ass fucking Spider-Man shit. And then they fucking zipline from metal cage to metal cage.
And then the cage falls, and then
the one that's like hanging, the one that's hanging from like the top of these cages, one of them just jumps down onto the rope from the top of a cage, and like almost dies. But like they all manage to slide in, and yeah, it's like a very elaborate escape.
So they almost get out. They try to steal the map. The dog who was the demon is guarding the map.
Yep.
The devil turns one of them into a half pig.
Yeah, just for no reason.
And then a bunch of stuff.
He's really bored in hell.
And then he gets the map. He blows up all his minions.
As he does.
And then the other midgets return with reinforcements to kill the devil.
Yeah.
They bring a tank, a spaceship.
Yeah, there's an old man in a tank because that's what he chose to grab.
No, that's Randall.
Yeah, Randall's like, you know what? I have a tank. I'm gonna go fight the devil.
They got some cowboys.
They got some
ancient Greek archers.
No, we're gonna shoot the devil.
They got some archers.
Yep, because that's gonna do something.
And some medieval knights on horseback.
Yes, because all of those are gonna do stuff to the devil.
And so the devil takes them all. Were
they perfectly aware that they were gonna go fight the devil?
They didn't seem surprised when they saw the devil.
Yep.
So first go the cowboys.
Yep.
Who get taken out? Really?
They grab lassos.
They lasso the devil.
They lasso
spins
the devil
around.
The devil just starts spinning like a fucking carnival ride. Swinging these fucking 3 cowboys around.
And then his head opens.
And his head opens up and he becomes 100%.
And the freaking knife comes out. Yeah. And cuts the ropes, and they all go flying.
It is the craziest carnival ride you've ever seen in your life. It's a carnival ride that kills people.
And then the archers start shooting him.
Yes. And
he just inflates and absorbs all the bolts, and then like rapidly deflates and fires them all back, killing all of them.
Yep.
And then the knights and
during this scene is when Merrick grabs my sheet and starts reading my notes.
Yeah.
He sees hell, battle, and he reads what he wrote before. And I'm like, yeah, because I asked him, like, hey, what do you see right here? Because he's looking at it. It's like, what do you see here? And he reads what he read earlier. And what is actually written here is he shot a tank at the devil. The midget is spinning...
That's what we still gotta deal with the knights.
The midget... What?
Gotta deal with the knights.
Yeah, I know.
So the knights charge the devil. He puts on a gas mask and shoots frickin' mustard gas at them. Then the gas clears them. They're all impaled on their own lances.
Yeah.
Then the tank and the spaceship start shooting at him, and he starts like Wonder Womaning the bullets and bolts away.
But seriously, this guy in the tank seriously thinks that a tank is going to do anything to the devil. It's the fucking devil.
He turns Og into a complete pig. Like 100% pig.
That's just fucking... That's salty. That's just pitiful little...
Then a pillar falls on the guy in the spaceship and kills him.
Yep. Yeah, he straight up dies, this midget.
Yep, gets crushed by a pillar. Oh, by the way, the environment is made of Lego.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah. This movie had the balls to kill the midget.
What else happens? Then the devil just explodes.
Yeah, and then the camera turns around to see God coming down, the Godhead coming down.
And then it's just an old man in a suit. It's like, I hate that film. It's so loud, but I suppose it's expected of one.
Stop! The map is mine.
He explains that, of course, I let you take the map. It was all part of my plan from the beginning.
Yep.
I needed to see if it worked.
Oh yeah, can I finish off what I was gonna say?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. The tank shot the devil. The midget spinning in his ship. He crashes and dies. Just straight up. I was sad. And then it's like... Yeah, it says like, I wrote in like what happens at the end, stuff like that. But yeah, you read the midget thing and you were like, what the fuck did you write?
It was dark in the room anyway.
Yeah.
And then he's like, clean all this mess up, pick up all the evil, throw it out. Is it? But
God's just mitigating the little things that have happened just now.
And he says, where's the pig? There he is. Turns him back into a human.
Yeah.
And he says, I was enjoying that. But
of course he would.
Fidget's dead. Not an excuse for lying down on the job. Come on, wake up.
And he brings the midget back to life.
I was like, now pick up any of can't let any evil leak out.
He pulls a miracle. God just came down, slain the devil where he stood.
Makes the midget stand up.
He's mitigating what's going on.
He's delegating,
mitigating, stepping in, whatever you would call it. And he fucking just brings a midget back from the dead, being crushed into the ground. And he has the power to do this. Why? Because he's got...
Pretty good explanation, if you ask me.
Yeah. But then the ending of the movie comes around.
But, so he's so he takes all the midgets back to heaven.
Yep.
And then sends him back to life. He wakes up, his house is full of smoke. And his house is on fire, and he gets rescued by some firemen. Then his parents are whining about losing appliances.
Yeah.
Then they find a toaster oven, and someone left the Sunday roast on too long. But it's Thursday, and they don't put anything in. They open it. There's a piece of the devil.
So they touch it. The black piece of like.
Well, one of the
apparently pure evil.
One of the firemen is Sean Connery.
Yes.
Don't touch it. So of course they do. Then they blow up. Then the firemen leave. The kid walks through the ruins of his burning house, and his parents dead, and the movie's over.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of ending, guys? You had things to say about this ending. You said.
Oh, I have a lot to say about this ending. First off, it's like the midgets came down. They're like, okay, you know what? We need to have some sort of alibi for this kid being gone for so long and stuff. So it's like, okay, Let's put the piece of evil in the fucking toaster oven.
They can time travel.
I know.
They don't need alibis.
Still. They just thought it would be funny to put this piece of evil in the toaster oven. And then they leave. Then, this kid's like, okay, you know what? Everything's been alright so far. My midget friends came back to life. I'm back in my bed even though, my house is on fire and stuff. Like, I'm back in my own time, at least. That's good, And probably none of the things that I actually... And then he pulls out the pictures. All of the things he did were real. They've all been collected in his pocket in this pile of photographs.
Where you keep falling stars.
Yeah. So he starts looking through them a little bit, puts them back in his pocket. He's like, "Wow, I'll have these memories forever." Then the kid looks at his parents, and he sees that they're about to touch the Thursday
Mom!
roast.
Dad! Don't touch it! It's evil!
Touch it, it explodes.
Like, if you've ever seen the Spoonie Ultima 3 Let's Play, well, not Let's Play, review, it's the scene from that. That's from Time Bandits. So, what do you give this movie? Or do you have more to say about it first?
To be honest, you know what, guys? This is a really good movie. But the main plot hole is God let the kid's parents die just because.
Well, the movie establishes that God's a dick.
He kind of is, but I doubt he would let a kid's parents just straight up explode in front of him. That's all I'm saying. Shouldn't be that big of an asshole.
I'm gonna give this movie a solid 6 midgets. 6 midgets out of 6. Plus a small child.
That's a pretty damn good rating for that. You know what? I'm going to give it a solid. And I'm going to say solid. Okay? Like, perfectly amazing. 3 Sean Connery cameos. Out of a total, you know what? I'll give it 6 dancing midgets. I like to watch the midgets dance.
By the way, are these dancing in Napoleon's court, or are they dancing in Agamemnon's court?
Both. They just dance all the time.
So, I've been Mayor Tomato.
And I've been Gio, guys.
And we'll see you all next Friday.
Bye. Later. Peace.